Leykis 101. I am your professor, Anna, on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Anna.
What's that?
My name's Anna.
I know, I just said that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. So?
You called me.
Okay. I have questions for you on men with commitment issues.
What do you mean by commitment issues?
Well, I'm coming to you to define what a commitment issue actually is.
Well, men don't see them as issues, okay? I have no interest in being committed because I don't want to pay your bills. I don't want to sire your children. I don't want to have attachments to you, responsibilities that I'll be paying long after you're gone.
So is it all financial?
Well, it certainly is a big part of it.
Okay. What if I don't want to get married? What if I don't care about the financial aspect of it?
Oh, what do you mean by commitment?
Well, a guy that just wants to continually, openly date other people.
That's what he wants.
And that's just it.
Let me ask you a question. I'm going to answer this question from you by going into your past a little bit here.
Okay.
Every woman I know, of course you'll say no, this never happened to you, but every woman I know until I met you, this has happened.
Okay.
Have you ever known a nice guy, maybe kind of a dweeb?
Yes.
Okay. And so what does he do? Yeah, maybe you were nice enough to talk to him. You thought you were doing him a favor by talking to him.
Right.
Maybe he even managed to get your phone number or your email address or something.
Uh-huh.
Right. And so he starts bombarding you with emails and phones. He calls you at work at 9:01 in the morning. Hey, how's it going?
Right.
Leaves you voicemail messages.
Okay.
Starts sending you things that are inappropriate because he's just some guy you know, and suddenly he's sending you like a card or a flower.
Uh-huh.
And you're going, oh, no. Oh, right. No. Oh, no. Right?
Yeah.
Ever had a guy actually go so far as to say he wanted to have a relationship or he wanted to live with you or get married to you?
I've been married.
I'm talking about the guys you didn't have any interest in.
Oh, hell no. No.
There's never been a guy you weren't interested in?
Oh, yeah, there's been several.
And they've approached you and they've said, will you marry me or would you consider marrying me? And right?
Not quite to the extent of marriage, but yes,
right.
Commitment.
Would you be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
Right. And you were just horrified, right? You wanted no part of that, but these guys were persistent. You got to beat them away with a stick, right?
Right.
Okay. The point I'm making to you is when a guy wants to be involved with you, he tells you.
Okay.
He buys you flowers. He buys you engagement rings, friendship rings, promise rings. He's calling you at all hours of the day and night.
So basically you're telling me there's no such thing as a commitment issue. It's just all about...
This is about your ego.
Right.
Because the real truth is if he wanted to be committed to you, he'd have told you.
See, that's exactly what I thought, but I just had to hear it from you. I strongly believe that.
He likes what you have now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
By the way, that doesn't mean he doesn't like you. He likes what you have.
So what would you say, if I'm okay with the way things are, just keep going with it the way it is?
Yes. Why ruin a good thing? Are you having a good time?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's having a good time. You're having a good time. Why do women have this need to ruin something really great like what you have by pushing it further than he wants to go?
I don't think that it's ruined. I think it's a control factor. I think it's just women wanting control.
Yeah, but you can't control other people.
Right.
They're going to do what they want. And if you tell them what to do, they go underground and do what they want, and then they don't want you to find out about it.
Right, because then you become the mother, because they're trying to hide under the radar from you.
This way, you know what he's doing, you know what you're up against, you know what you have, you know it's fun. Can't you just accept that?
I can.
You don't want to. But here's the other thing. Let me tell you something you don't want to do. You don't want to hold a hostage.
No, absolutely not.
So what are you going to do? Browbeat him into committing, read Cosmo and find out all the ways to make him commit or trick him into committing? Then all you've got is a captive.
I think realistically it's going to somebody like you or talking to a therapist who studies those types of situations is probably the best way to deal with them, and then you just accept them for what they are, right?
I mean, the way I look at it is this. Enjoy what you have. Mm-hmm. We only have one life. You have a guy you get along with, you have fun, he has fun with you. Mm-hmm. Get over the idea that, you know, when you meet somebody you like, you have to, like, you know, put a noose around his neck. Why can't you just enjoy what you have? It's great, right?
Yeah.
That's why you want a commitment, because it's so great. But he doesn't want a commitment, so just leave it alone.
Right. No, I totally see what you're saying.
Have fun. And if somebody you like more comes along, you're free to pursue that because you have an understanding.
True.
And then maybe that guy wants to commit to you. And then maybe that's when it's time to go. But for now, I think of all the women who live alone right now. They're listening to me right now in apartments, where they're driving in their car by themselves.
Right.
And, oh, I hope I meet Mr. Right. But they had Mr. Right now, and he was great. You're having a good time with him. And then you decided to put a noose around his neck. And so he ran for the hills.
But I think at the point where they actually get the noose around him, they become bored anyway.
But because all they can see is the tracked home in the future and tripping over toys, walking in the front door, and having a lifetime of having to support you and pay all your bills. And that's what they start seeing.
Yeah, but I don't like that vision either.
But that's what guys see when you start saying, what about commitment?
Uh-huh.
That's what we see.
Right. No, I totally understand that.
Because that's what it turns into. Whether you think you're like that or not, that's what it eventually turns into.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it's just not for everybody.
No. And since you got something good going there, why ruin it? Mm-hmm. You want to be sitting in your apartment alone on Match.com, looking for Mr. Right?
I don't know if there's such thing as Mr. Right exists. Because if you're searching for somebody, then... and there's somebody else in front of you, then who says that Mr. Right's ever going to come along?
I think Mr. Right is never going to come along. I happen to believe there's no such thing as one-stop shopping.
Yeah, no. I think there's always...
You have your gay friend who likes to go out to art exhibits and movies. You got your straight friend who's an animal in bed, but you can't ever have him meet any of your friends or family. You got the guy who cleans up real good. He looks like Mr. Big on Sex and the City.
Wait, the one who can't meet any of your friends and family, why is that? Is it because he's unavailable?
Because they know what an animal he is.
Oh, okay.
And then it reveals your true passion and hunger to get laid, which you definitely don't want your family knowing about.
Right.
So instead you take Mr. Nice Guy along with you, who cleans up nicely.
Okay, I see.
Does any of this sound familiar to you?
Yeah, we've got the stand-in boyfriends that go along for the picture-perfect situations.
There we go. I think you were understanding each other, dear. Thanks a lot for the call. I appreciate it.